The Orbital Guards, Episode 17, Capsules. Building an undersea base is tantamount to space exploration. Humans, simply put, are not supposed to be there. Designing and constructing an undersea base requires the adoption of new tools, new materials, and new thinking. It also means the trial and error acceptance of new limits and new possibilities. The construction of a deep undersea base will require new breakthroughs in energy, mining technology, and transportation. It will also present new environmental challenges, and in many respects, a renewed acknowledgement that we share this planet with a vast number of unknown and previously undiscovered species. The International Space Station orbits the planet approximately 400 kilometers above us. In my home geo, this is akin to a road trip from Queen's University in Kingston to Niagara Falls. By comparison, the deepest location humans have mapped undersea is approximately 11 kilometers. This is referred to as Challenger Deep, named after the HMS Challenger crew who discovered this metric in 1875. When you dive, you encounter the pressure of an additional atmosphere every 10 meters. In 2014, a South African named Amit Gabor set a new scuba diving record of just over 332 meters in the Red Sea. It took almost a decade of preparation to complete this achievement. Not to be outdone, the United States Navy has simulated dives of over 700 meters using advanced hyperbaric chambers and laboratory conditions. If an undersea base was to stand up, it quickly became very clear. Humans may not represent the largest percentage of the day-to-day workforce. As of this transmission, there are over 80 space agencies represented on the Earth, aka water. In order for humans to oversee various stages of cove construction, it would be vital to create a new type of space capsule to transit the depths necessary to monitor, track, and make adjustments towards progress. The sheer magnitude of the facility meant construction would need to be divided into several distinctive layers of operation, with each layer presenting its own unique atmospheric challenges and constraints. The capsules that were designed did look familiar to what the general public sees landing under a parachute after re-entering from orbit. But these capsules were much thicker and resembled more of a bulbous teardrop shape as opposed to the traditional frustum designs. Instead of a heat shield, each capsule had a detachable and retractable deep dock that allowed for equipment and materials to be changed out and returned to the surface. The deep dock also transported the majority of the workers throughout the facility. The workers were intelligent, autonomous humanoid robots with a nuclear-powered half-life of just over 3 years. Topside, traditional miners will use a skip or an elevator carriage to reach the various levels that they are working on. Undersea mining required a very different system. The humans supervising the construction process at Cove needed in some cases upwards of 12 hours to decompress before being re-exposed to the troposphere. These individuals were aquanauts. They were trained up to be miners. They were cleared as experts in water density, temperature, and salinity, among other things. Creating an undersea base meant there was going to be no waste during the various phases. From the jump, it was a masterclass in sustainable architecture. The environment and care for the indigenous species was paramount. To transport materials, gigantic cargo subs were built that were camouflaged to look like mountain ranges when they surfaced. A true floating metropolis. These submarines were blessed with enough interior space to easily fit 5 modern aircraft carriers within their pressure hulls, with lots of room to spare. The humanoid workers worked 24/7 year-round, while the aquanauts and support personnel were on site in 3-month deployments and monitored operations topside during the remainder of the year. Working in harmony with intelligent autonomous creations does take some getting used to. This was incredibly dangerous work, and many were lost due to unforeseen circumstances. Our learning curve during initial construction was exponential, and although a perfect human safety rating was achieved, over time, more than a few people came to think of these creations as invaluable coworkers. Individuals from over 50 unique industries were intimately involved in standing up Cove. Within this group, the largest percentage of people came from the aviation and space sector. These individuals knew better than most that a new envelope was being passed to the next generation. New hypersonic operational limits. Upon completion, the Cove ecosystem would enable a human being to be dispatched to any point on Earth safely in less than 3 minutes.